Queen Soraya of Iran, Dark Secrets and the Untold Story. Have you ever wondered what lay hidden behind the layers of makeup and the dazzling splendor of the Pahlavi court, the silent chambers of gilded brick walls where centuries-old secrets whispered in the shadows? In 1951, a young noblewoman of Bakhtiari descent stepped into the Iranian royal palace, her angelic smile concealing unspoken desires. Today, we turn back the pages of history to uncover the untold story of Queen Soraya Esfandiari Bakhtiari, woman whose brief reign illuminated the throne, only to vanish into an impenetrable darkness. From her earliest days, Soraya embodied two worlds: her father, Khalil Esfandiari, a high-ranking Bakhtiari nobleman; her mother, the daughter of a Polish merchant. She grew up amid lavish banquets and the mist-shrouded Zagros Mountains, where nomadic traditions lingered in her gaze. Though her father served prominently under Reza Shah, to Soraya, he remained the stern patriarch, placing royal hopes upon her delicate shoulders. Late at night, she would secretly pore over history books, imagining herself wandering the gardens of Sadabad and confiding in the night as though it were a trusted friend. Soraya's allure was more than her dimpled brown curls, and rare Persian blue eyesight was her insatiable curiosity. As a young art student in Berlin, she painted sepia-toned portraits inspired by Safavid masterpieces. It was in Europe that rumors first reached her ears of the future. Arguably the most powerful man in the Middle East, and her heart skipped a beat. Their fateful encounter occurred at a state banquet in Tehran when Soraya was just 18. Crystal chandeliers glittered overhead, laughter echoed through the grand hall, and Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi yearning for a companion to share his lonely crown-laid eyes on her. Their romance seemed like a fairy tale, engaged after 2 months, and by the end of 1951, Soraya was crowned the youngest queen in modern Iranian history. White roses flooded the palace grounds as international press hailed the purest royal love between East and West. Yet glory is often a fragile veil. Crowned in brilliance, Soraya remained a restless spirit, torn between living for herself and upholding the image of Iran's Rose Queen. She smiled for thousands of camera flashes, but behind the palace's grand windows, she poured her solitude into secret diaries. The first pressure came with the demand to bear a male heir. Specialist physicians quietly diagnosed her with infertility, a fact suppressed within palace walls. Month after month, fervent prayers and pilgrimages to the Armenian church ended in disappointment. Rumors spread among courtiers, casting doubt on the young queen's worthiness. Whispers grew darker still. Some claimed Soraya was confined to a secluded wing of the palace, attended only by the most loyal servants. Others swore they heard her midnight sobs echo through royal corridors. A mysterious love letter, passionate yet laced with bitter longing, surfaced allegedly addressed to a clandestine figure outside the court. Suspicions of a third party, perhaps a commander of the royal guards, fueled further scandal. In 1958, the Shah and Queen Soraya announced their divorce, shocking all of Iran. Palace decrees cited health reasons, but in truth, removing Soraya from her role was a necessary sacrifice to secure the dynasty. She was sent to a seaside villa by the Caspian, her secret journals left behind in the palace archive. Thus began Soraya's exile. She settled in Paris in quiet anonymity and, in the early 1990s, published her memoir Soraya, finally revealing the hidden intrigues of the royal court. She described clandestine underground gatherings where nobles swore fealty to the shah plotted against her. She exposed the trusted court nurse who administered a secretive drug meant to preserve the queen's health, but instead plunged her into chronic illness. These yellowed pages unveiled the courageous woman beneath the fragile facade. Soraya had rebelled against a system that reduced her to a political ornament. Though divorced and exiled, her heart remained that of a queen sovereign, not only of a throne, but of her own freedom and dignity. On the 26th of January, 2001, Soraya drew her last breath in Paris, leaving behind a fractured royal legacy and tear-stained pages. Her untold story reminds us, behind every crown lies a price, and behind every legend, a human yearning to live unmasked. If Queen Soraya's haunting yet moving tale resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you won't miss our next dive into hidden history. Share in the comments which part touched you most, and we'll return with stories never before told. Until next time.